I see you recently got married.
Yeah, no.
Is that the ring you got? Right?
It is my ring, yes.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah,
nice,
it's nice. I love
nice.
it. He did good.
So how long was you guys like courting each other?
Okay,
like?
so this is the funny thing. So I've always dated up, meaning like I've always dated guys 10 plus years older than me.
Okay. I was going to say, what do you mean by up?
Like,
What do you mean by money?
You down there? Yeah, no, never that. So I never like dated anybody my age. So me and him went to school together, and we're in the same grade. Went to Bernard's together, and he said I never gave people a chance because I was always just so in love with my boyfriend who was from 60s at the time. So, he had this crush, whatever, and he was married for 10 years. I've had other relationships. I have 2 kids from a previous relationship, and we just ended up talking one day, like, over social media, and then we started like
social media. Oh,
I know.
People always say you never gonna find your love on social media,
and I believe that. I honestly,
and then you find your love on social media. How was
that? Reconnect. So it's good. I like. Yeah, it's good.
Well, it's crazy, right?
It is crazy because he's completely
What you
different.
think if y'all would have just made it happen back then?
He was scary. See, that's why you can't be scary. But even now, like,
why you didn't just say something to him? Because a lot of females,
I was in love with my boyfriend. I'm loyal.
I know. Okay.
So that's why. And I probably was like aloof to everybody. I'm trying to hurry up and get out of school so I can go see my boyfriend because he's
because I was finna say, why you ain't just talk to him then? You know what I'm saying? Even though he was scared, you could have said something to him. He would have broke out his shell. Because a woman could break a man out of his shell.
No, you guys got to break out of your own shell.
No, you can break him out of his shell.
Let me tell you, because you have the lookers.
You have to give him some of the cat.
He stepped out of his shell this time. That's why he bagged me, because there's the lookers and the people that like your post and they want to, they say, oh, okay, hey, how you doing? But he was really aggressive, and I didn't know that of him. I thought he was a straight Uber,
No, but look, a lot of dudes haven't had no really sexual So if you give them that, he'll break out of their shell more.
No, but you got to get to that point first.
You can't get a person to that ain't had none of that. So they don't know how to get there. So they so scared. They don't want to. But the real thing is dudes don't want to mess up.
They don't.
They don't want to say, because you already know. And with a female, you say anything that's the wrong thing, it's over for you. Well,
no, that's true.
It's
that's
a wrap
true.
for him. I was cool with him the whole time, but he said that one thing, is over.
Right. No, it's true. You got to leave.
90% in the game to said that one thing. Yeah, you messed everything up
that
now.
happens. Yeah.
It's over
We be
now.
real quick to put y'all out. Like, okay, next.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I did, but a lot of dudes, they don't know. We in a game.
It's true.
In this, and females don't know that they doing this to a gang of niggas where they breaking niggas' heart, and a lot of niggas is heartbroken because they don't know. Because niggas is just like females. Females acting like they ain't heartbroken, go off like, I'm cool. Hell no. And
right.
go party all the time.
Exactly.
You heartbroken like a motherfucker. That's why you partying all the time.
Right. No, that's true. I get what you say. Right. I just say you got to lead. You got to just be super confident and say, fuck. Because when we got together, he was in a transition period. Like, he didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
He's coming from making like $200,000 a year to like nothing because he was chasing on like doing his app. So,
that's another thing. Why do women feel like, I feel like this all the time. That's another thing. I was like, a lot of women come in dudes like where they feel like they have nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you broke and you need me.
He did though. No, but anybody. No, I'm a good person to have on your team. But no, but he, I respected him more in that because now he's doing amazing and like, you know what I mean? And I did help him on certain shit.
No, I always tell women that's the power that they have. You can easily make a nigga go from I have nothing to I have a lot. But they don't want to do that. So I always want to know what makes certain ones do that. Just be like.
So if I was a person to say, you know what? I'm done. You got to be making millions to mess with me because I've gave all these people a chance and tried to build something with them, and it falls through the cracks. I would be okay to say that because I've done it. So I say that I can't like what you have because that could change. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, and I have to really he's really like my best friend. You have to really love that person and want to see them do well. So for me, it's not hard because again, I had that example with my mom. My mom, my dad built something together. So I think it's all about how you were raised and, what you trying to keep up with. You know what I mean? All my friends is doing well, and stuff like that. And they only talk to certain guys, and that's cool. But that's not me, even though that was what I, came up with. So.
How long were your parents married?
They were married 21 years before my dad passed.
Okay.
Yeah, so my mom, ironically, was, I'm not 40 yet, but she was around like that age where when my dad passed. So it's crazy that I'm like creeping on 40.
Yeah.
And it's the same age, and she like that. She's been, her maiden name. She left my grandparents' house to be with my dad because she was 20, 21. My dad was like 32, 33.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what do you think about your friends like choosing the dudes they want to be with instead of just being with who they're in love with?
I don't think that their relationships are lit. I'm gonna be honest because that's just how I feel. I don't think that they have that fun and they don't have that partnership. Because when you're used to somebody doing more than what you bring to the table and you kind of fall into something that's like easy and, it just, to me, eventually that, people get tired. So. For
me, I think if you love somebody, it don't matter how much money they have.
At all.
It's like if I love you, as long as you're still here, we're good.
Yeah, but you got to have a hustler mentality. And
you got to try to help me in some ways.
You can't just be kicking it on the couch watching
you don't
TV.
Love me. That's just showing you don't love me. You just there just leaving off a nigga, just like, I ain't doing shit. I'm waiting for you to take care of me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, and I think
you to pay
I would think guys would get tired of that too. Like I wouldn't want my son being with somebody like that.
You trying to do something to help me, and we helping each other, and then that's love right there. We helping each other, and we trying to do what's best for each other. Then that's love right there.
That's where those bonds are built, and that's where it's like, okay, you really my rider.
Yeah, and I feel like I've never found it.
I've never found it.
Never found that shit.
We gotta do for the love of J Stone.
We gotta find you somebody. Either one was doing more. Either she was doing more, I was doing more. Like shit, I don't know. Man.
That balance, that balance. You'll know, like when you find that balance and when you find that somebody.
Yeah. How do you know when you find that somebody?
It just feels right. Like I don't have like no type of worries. And in my relationships, cheating has never been an issue. And
so you never got cheated on?
No, I did in high school.
Okay.
But that's typical, Okay.
But
yeah.
Nobody ever cheated on you?
No, Beyonce got cheated on. So hey, we all get cheated on.
Nigga cheated on.
We all, Holly, exactly. But then that makes me think of when the cheating comes into play, like.
That just let you know it's too many pretty women out here.
Right. It's just,
can't let them, hey, you got to know we men.
Yeah.
And if we see this pretty face and she's too addicting and tempting and she said, yeah, already. Because it would be cool if she said no.
Right, exactly. It make you chase.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm not going to cheat on my wife.
Exactly.
She said no.
Exactly.
If she said, yeah, it's like, oh my God.
Right.
Now you really got to scratch your head.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Do I really love my wife or what?
Right.
Now you got to say, I hope my wife don't find out.
Exactly.
Because I do love my wife, but I want to test this out real quick.
See, but I never had that because that side of it was always solid, but that don't mean
no, but you're a woman.
Problems.
You're a woman.
Other problems though. I'm just saying.
I think you're a woman, and I don't think women get that type of thing about men. It's just like they don't really feel like I have to have this while it's here because it's not gonna get it again. It's oh, he's cool, but I can probably get that somewhere else. I think a lot of women look at dudes like that, like
You think so?
Yeah, I could find that somewhere else.
I mean, no, yeah. The dude, well, females is more like.
It don't matter how good you is, how much good your sex is. Like,
No.
I could probably find another nigga with that.
Yeah, like I'm gonna keep you in my back pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That holds you in the back pocket in case they don't find somebody like that.
And then they're like, hey.
Hey, I haven't found nobody like you in about 5 years.
Right, exactly.
Check what you doing again.
Exactly.
But, see, dudes, we know. I'm not gonna get nothing like this. I'm about to take this while I got it.
Yeah. You guys' mentality
happens,
is crazy. It's like all the same.
But we gotta all come together on a mentality basis because even when me talking to my older family, like my grandmothers and aunties and cousins, like we all don't never click on the same mentality.
No.
Like we always think somebody's mentality is messed up more than the others. It's
like who raised you?
Exactly, but it's like we all basically came from the same thing. It's like, who raised me? Y'all.
Right.
What do you mean? That's just what I came up with from being raised around y'all. So it's like we need to come up with some type of
it does, yeah.
Mediation or something or in between line.
Like help me understand what you want
help
me.
us understand each other.
Right.
I just automatically thought that that's been the whole problem with men and women the whole time. We just don't understand each other.
No.
And that's really what we always say. In other words, I don't understand you. That's why this happened.
Right.
I didn't understand you. That's why this happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Communication is a crazy thing because people expect like you to be a mind reader and it's not. It don't work like that.
But even in communication, you gotta know those certain words to say to this person because you can say these words and they be like,
yeah, it's an approach thing.
They be like, I kind of heard what he said, but I didn't really hear what he said, and you really said this or everything, but they really don't know what you said. They just heard a piece of it. Really, like,
No, it's true, and it's all perception. I had an ex that like. He wasn't emotional. He just wasn't. And it was okay because my dad wasn't emotional, but he showed you that he loved you. But he wasn't saying, like, I love you every day. Like, he Compton nigga. He's...
See, that was my daddy.
Yeah.
That nigga really never told me he loved me at all. Unless he beat the brakes off me, then he feel like he had to tell me that because he felt like he damn near killed me.
Right, exactly. Like, you know I love your little ass.
I know you damn near dead, nigga, but I love you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But other than that, he never told me he loved me. Nigga be pimp slap me or what, this and he just looked at me like, nigga, go get yourself together.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know, and I don't think it messed me up or it's just it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it did, but I think it kind of did.
Did you? Do you?
Kind of, because I feel like it made me more violent in a sense where I would feel like I would be more violent because my daddy was so violent. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
I feel like other people would bring problems to me. I would always handle it with violence. And throughout all my life, I've handled shit with violence because I feel like this is what I gotta do.
Right. Yeah. You like this is just how we handle it.
You know what I'm saying? This is my daddy. When he feel like it's conflict.
And you respected your dad, right? Me
and him got into it probably about a year ago. We was arguing about this little shit because he was mad that I put out the interview, told the people that the nigga was beating on me and shit. So we was arguing with each other. He tried to like clown me. He said, "Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga, you love your daddy." And I told the nigga, I do. I've been loving you since I was a fucking infant, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like you've never loved me, nigga. So that's why I've had so much hatred towards you because I feel like you've never loved me the way I've loved you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had so much love for you and I thought you was my superhero and you just thought I was some bitch ass nigga. That you had a baby with my mama and I was just some bitch ass nigga y'all had like whatever. Right. Nigga. I don't know this little nigga. You feel me?
Exactly. Yeah. No, it is, and I don't think they realize that. I think they come from a different generation. Yeah. You know, and then my dad was like, so it's seven. It's like 7 or 8 of them, and my grandfather died when I was 2. So. He basically raised my uncles. Like he was like the man because he was the oldest, you know, child. But so it's just different. It's just different, you know. Yeah. And it's weird because my mom is like super loving.
That's what's crazy.
Like,
My
she's
mother
super
is
loving.
super, and then what's crazy, that's why me and my mother would start falling out because she hated I had so much love for my daddy, and I didn't. She felt like I didn't really love her.
Right.
So she always was mad at me because she felt like I never really loved her like
Yeah.
that. She like, nigga, you love this
Yeah.
podcast nigga that don't love you. He could give 2 fucks about you, nigga. I'm loving you and you chasing this love.
Right.
But I told her it's just a daddy thing. I'm a boy. I want my daddy to love me.
Thanks for checking out Town Business with J Stone, aka Stonah from the Town. And this has been a Street TV Productions.